sports listeners. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes. And all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes. And when you walk in late, you got to get down and do 20 push-ups there, Dominic.
Up, downs.
Not a problem. Burpees. You got to do the burpees. How you doing?
Burpees?
I'm doing great.
No, I'm doing burpees.
Try to sneak in. It don't happen. Don't happen here. I got eyes in the back of my head. Look at you.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. You know how else to find us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Facebook's one of my favorite. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and also 1290 KZSB AM.
Ooh, Dominic Hackett.
There's also a stalker who we can hire to follow you as well.
I love it. I love it when she tries to sneak in.
I'm exhausted. It's the middle of the month.
No, can you believe it?
16th of May. What the heck?
I know, huh?
Where does the time go?
Flying by.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you for all the commercials.
It's scary. Oh, you're welcome.
I love it.
Oh, did I just erase them all? I'm so sorry.
They're so nice.
No, they're fun. The people that come in here are a lot of fun. We have such a blast.
I know. Yeah. We have this new thing. What we're doing right now is we're going around the community and we're like picking out those wonderful people. Sal Rodriguez is one of them. Woo! Yeah, Sal Rodriguez is in the house. It's official right now. Okay, I don't know how many. 40? How many years have you was the United? So beginning to end. Not actually.
It's not 70 or 80.
Yeah, no. Well, that's since he walked into the facility.
Do the numbers: 1955 to 2017. 12, 13.
Okay.
Well, no, because you've never stopped. Okay, so I mean, it was like a month ago.
Almost 60 years.
It's a few years.
Yeah.
A few years.
Okay.
There's the couple.
Everyone, stand up for this man right now. Serious like this. Woo! Seriously. That's why Michael Baker calls him the Godfather, right?
Yeah, right.
Seriously. You deserve.
Thank
you
you.
deserve the name on the building, Sal.
That's right.
Definitely. And I am proud to call you my friend, my mentor.
Still trying to figure out what other anagrams we can make out of your name, rearranging the letters on the front of the building.
I don't know.
That would be fun.
I don't know.
He's still got his hand in it, right? He's still got his hand in it. So, man, it's quite a ride there, and I know you're still definitely active. Definitely going to be seeing you around.
We're having, since you're talking about it, Ernesto Paredes is one of the alumni of the Boys and Girls Club. I knew him as a kid. He's the executive director of Easy Lift.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You got to bring him in. Anyway, on June 30th, we're doing the alumni tournament, the Bill Oliver Memorial. It'd be like the 37th year that we've done this, and it's going to be at Glen Annie. It's a Friday. It's a 12 o'clock shotgun start, and Ernesto and I are co-chairing the event, and we're in the process of recruiting golfers. So anybody here play golf?
I've handled a golf club before.
Right there.
There you go. Just get, for all the work that you're doing, Erica will pay your entry fee of $170 and you can play.
There you go.
We're good. There you go.
So, do you have a website, or how can we sign up for this?
Is UnitedBG.com and go from there, or call me at 448-8332, and I'll be glad to take your name and your money. It's a good program. The money we raise is going to give the youth of the years of each club a scholarship when they enter college.
Nice.
So it's going to be
Fantastic.
good. It's a good
So,
deal.
Bill Oliver, tell us a little bit about Bill Oliver.
Bill Oliver was a principal at La Patera, Brandon School. He was on the board at the Goleta Club when I was there. He coached the football team, and he moved over to San Marcos and helped Seploa as a football coach. And unfortunately, he passed away of cancer, but he was such a good guy, and he did a lot for the community that we promised Maggie Mosier, his mother-in-law, that we would do this tournament, and it's been 37 years.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's pretty cool.
Beautiful.
I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Patton. You ever saw the movie? George C. Scott? Yeah. Bill Oliver looked just like him. So, anyway, he talked like him, too. So. He was a good friend, and I've been doing this for 37 years. So.
Nice.
Wow. And even though I'm not getting paid anymore, but I'm still involved with it. So.
Nice. And you said it's going to be held at Glen Annie?
Glen Annie Golf Course on Friday, June 30th, 12 o'clock shotgun start. It's $170 green fee, and that's it.
This is the one where you drop the balls?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, we got the fire department, another alumni, Captain Adam Estabrook. What he did was brought the fire truck over with a ladder, and we sold golf balls for $10 a piece, and put the ladder with a crane, and they dropped all the balls, and the ball that went into the hole, you split the pot. I think it was like $800. The winner got $400.
Nice.
The other half goes to the boys.
You going to do that again?
We'll do that again, yeah.
Nice.
It's going to be good.
Good idea. I like that.
It's going to be fun.
All right. Can you just buy the ball and not play in the tournament?
You can buy as many balls as you want, Erica.
So I'm just asking.
You don't even have to be there.
Yeah, no, exactly. Put your name on the ball.
Now, you say it's a shotgun start.
Yeah.
Is that literal?
Yeah, they all shoot at the same time.
I mean, it's literally a shotgun.
It's a shotgun.
We live in Texas, probably.
That's fantastic.
Anyway,
That's actually a really good idea. I mean, if it's $10 a ball, you should just sell the balls.
Yeah.
it's going to be it's still a lot of fun, and plus the majority, not majority, all the people that come, 80 to 100, they all grew up at the Galita Club,
Right.
and I knew them as 6 and 7 year olds. Now they're like 60, 55.
67-year-olds.
You could really make money if you, instead of doing it over the hole, you do it over a water hazard, and whichever balls float win.
Yeah.
And then you'd clean up.
I don't think anyone will float, though.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
Yes.
All that money goes to charity.
It's so funny.
So we'll talk about it more as it approaches.
Closer.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you, Sal.
All right.
To your right, Dr. May Chandler. And
Good morning.
Yeah, you had an event.
I did, yeah.
Well, I'm sure you did. Amazing.
We raised over $6,000 for Dr. Chandler's Happy Feet for the Arthritis Foundation.
A record. That was
we did break a record.
Nice.
And we are still raising money, actually, because
Nice.
May is Arthritis Month.
Right.
So, my office is still all decked out with arthritis walk gear, even though we've already had the walk.
Nice.
And I had almost 30 people on my team. I had the largest team.
Of course you did.
So it was really fun. Yes, we had shirts and everything.
Cool. That's awesome.
With feet on them. So, yes.
Nice.
Just can't get enough of those feet,
This is wonderful. And you were the doctor?
I was the medical honorary this year, so that was very exciting. I got a very nice certificate. I already have it hanging in my office.
That's beautiful.
So, yes, my husband came and hung it for me on lunch break one day.
Oh.
Wasn't that nice?
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll ask you to do it again.
Yes. Yeah, every year. That was the 4th year I've done it, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, every year I've been here.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
That's beautiful giving back. How many people do you see? Your place is cranking, huh?
Yeah, last month March I hit a record, and it was almost 450, 460 patients in a month.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
So that's between 800 and 920 feet.
Yeah, and even more toes.
I'm not going to do the math on that. It'll
Like
hurt my
almost
head.
like 5,000 toes. If they all have 10,
I was
that is.
going to say, everybody come in with the same number they went out with.
Sometimes.
So if you have any foot issues, ankle issues, how do we get a hold of you?
Well, address is 230 West Pueblo Street, floor 1, for those people, with the foot problems. And the phone number is 805-845-1245.
Walking distance from Sansom Clinic and Cottage Hospital.
Yes, exactly. Right where I need to be.
Thank you. Dr. May Chandler.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Can't never. I always like to leave you never last, but never least. We've got Dr. Brian Falk. Woo!
All right, Brian.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well.
You're so awesome.
Okay, thank you.
So calming.
Oh, he's going with an accent today. Oh, it's something lovely.
Calming. You're so soothing.
I was online last night, and there's this new game you can play called Listen to Accents Around the World. Try to guess the language. And I thought I was pretty good with languages.
Cool.
It was very difficult.
I'll bet.
What is that? I love that. What is it?
I wish I could remember the name of the website. You can probably find it just by like languagegame.com or something like that. And they were conversations, so not like forced, contrived ways of speaking. These are clips of people having conversations in different languages all around the world, and it was multiple choice question. And even that was hard. You're like, wow, is that Swedish? Is that Finnish? Is that Dutch? And I spent about an hour doing that last night and learned a lot about languages. Something that I never even knew. So I don't know. So some languages are probably channeling through this morning from left over from that. But it's a really it's an eye opener about how many different dialects and languages around the world there are. I mean, thousands of them. Just in Africa, there's over 450.
Wow, man!
Official, not to mention dialects, just languages.
I probably couldn't even pronounce the words.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Just the language in Nigeria versus Afrikaan in South Africa, very different. I mean, it's incredible, but it's very fun. I think you guys would have fun trying that. So that was fun. That was my evening. So anyway, happy to be here this morning.
Awesome. How's biz?
Good.
Get a mic.
You got to have a microphone in front of you.
Yeah, so Sal was asking if it's easier if they were speaking English. Well, not necessarily, because I was thinking, if you learned English in Texas or you learned English in California or you learned English in Boston, you're going to have a pretty different accent, or Australia or New Zealand or the UK, right? And that's always interesting when I see folks here have an Australian accent and they're speaking English, but they're maybe from Japan or Korea or something like that. I'm like, where did you learn the English? Oh, studied it in Australia, mate. And it's fascinating because English, there's so many varieties of just our languages, and sometimes it's even hard to understand people in our own language, isn't it? So it's a fascinating
I didn't ask you this, and I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm going to anyway.
You love putting people on the spot. Don't lie.
I do, because I know you're going to say yes. But, we started this internship program.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you, because I know you're going to say yes, because everybody has said yes. Would you mind if we had a selective person who was maybe interested in I want to call it like an art, because I really believe in what you do is an art. Let somebody shadow you?
Sure,
for the day. Would you mind?
Absolutely.
That would be awesome.
For sure.
Because, so go through what you did to become who, did you go to college first and get like a degree in biology, or what was your road to becoming an acupuncturist?
I'll give a quick background. Okay. Since I'm local here, I went to Santa Barbara City College for 2 years. I transferred after 2 years to UCSB, and I got my BA in psychology there. And then, I took some time off, lived in Brazil for a while, and then came back and I started Chinese medical school in Santa Barbara. And I was there for a year and a half. The school closed down. I was forced to transfer, and I moved up to Santa Cruz and spent another 3 years in Santa Cruz. So about almost 5 years of Chinese medical school total, and graduated in Santa Cruz after some time, and took my licensing exam after that. And then began my practice, and then I've since went back to school at Pacifica for the PhD. So it's a lot of schooling in different modalities. The City College to UCSB was a great combination for people that live here. I thought I would have been not as happy had I went to 4 years at UCSB. I really like Santa Barbara City College and spending time just trying a variety of classes. And at that time, I didn't know what I was wanting to do with my career, my life, and that was okay. And that's what's great about going to City College. And even psychology, I didn't like UCSB particularly. I didn't like psychology, and who knew 10 years later I'd be doing a PhD in it, but that's how my meandering course went. So
yeah, isn't it amazing how the subject that you study in school may not necessarily be the subject that you're earning your money at, or like I do a lot with finance and accounting. I got C's in my accounting classes.
Yeah.
I had to take one of my classes 3 times to pass it. So your schooling experience doesn't necessarily reflect what you end up doing as your career, but it rounds it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the fortunate opportunity to take a variety of classes, and if you can travel, which is a whole other type of schooling, or expose yourself to different types of environments or people, even just odd jobs. I mean, I worked in a T-shirt factory. I worked doing silkscreen, just selling hot dogs. I mean, any experience you have is going to go towards your life experience and whatever you end up doing, and it might change over time too. And that's okay.
So when a student interns with you, maybe explain what they're going to see.
Sure. So when a patient comes in, I sit with them in the clinic, and we just talk about what's going on, whether it's a new patient or a return patient. I always check in with them, so we spend a few minutes just talking about how they're feeling, what's going on in their life, and then from there determine what we're going to do from a treatment standpoint, whether I'm going to do some massage or acupuncture, something like that. And then the treatments will vary depending on what we're working on. usually a little body work and acupuncture for most people. But and then afterwards, a few more minutes of talking to kind of follow up and give them some maybe recommendations on what they might need to do to take care of themselves. But each person's different. That's the fun thing about being shadows. Each day, each person will be a little bit different. So it's pretty low key. It's pretty mellow. I do everything myself. I don't have a front desk receptionist or and not in a big facility. It's a pretty quiet space, very sacred in that sense. So it's very personal.
Nice, because we have a lot of Chinese international students, and they need the community service hours as well, which is nice. So
and I've always reached out to schools and offered that because I don't think there's enough opportunities for people to do that.
There aren't any.
A lot of doctors can't or are not willing to do that kind of thing. And it's nice for anyone who wants to observe what that's like. It's very interesting.
Got to give a lot of love and a big shout out to Dr. Tiffany. She's taken on 2 interns. So
great, Tiffany!
Put our hands together for Dr. Tiffany. So it's really helped out a lot. Yeah, it's really
put
cool.
me on the spot, and I
always,
stepped up.
I knew you would. I didn't give you
I like
winky,
that kind. I like that kind of stuff.
Nice
so
of you. Thank you.
I'm all right in there.
So, Dr. D, let's take a little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. Okay, you know what time it is?
Story time.
Well, this story, it's kind of related to Sal when you were talking about your friend who passed from cancer. I came across this beautiful story. It's actually about a young man who lived in Palo Alto, which is just down south. And he went to the doctor and ended up having his leg removed up to his hip because of bone cancer. And at 24 years old. And before that, he was a runner. He'd do cross country, track, all sorts of things. And so when he had this operation, he felt really bitter and he was really angry at everyone. It was like, why did this happen to me? And the doctor who worked with him, he kept working with him and with his mental attitude after the surgery and just helping him along. And it took about 2 years before this young man made a shift. But then what he started to do is he would go to the hospital and visit other people who had something happen to them. And then he'd come back and he'd share with his psychologist who he was working with, he'd share stories about things that happened to other people. And there was one point where he went to the hospital and a woman had breast cancer, and she lost both her breasts in order to survive. That's what she had to do. And she was so depressed, none of the nurses, no one could get her to smile or laugh or anything. And so this young man, he took off, he was wearing an artificial leg because, now he's been able to jog with an artificial leg and do lots of great stuff. He took off his artificial leg and he started bouncing around the room, dancing to the radio. And this looks so funny to this lady, this man dancing on one leg, right? That she burst out laughing. She said, okay, if you can dance with one leg, I can sing. And the young man and the psychologist, they were kind of reflecting on how he had grown through this whole process. Now he's like, 25, 26, 27 years old, and looking backwards. And frequently, when stuff happens to our body, if you work with a counselor or a psychologist, they will have you draw a picture of how you view yourself. And so this young man, after he had his leg removed up to his hip, he drew a picture of himself as though it was in the shape of a vase, a vase that holds water. But this vase had a big crack in it, right? So now he's older and his psychologist pulls this old picture out and he goes, wow, this is how you used to view yourself. And the young man says, that picture's not finished. And so he takes out some crayons and the young man colors the crack in with a yellow crayon. And the psychologist says, young man, what's that? And the man says, that's where the light came in. So that the way he had viewed himself, that cracked vase, he viewed himself as something that was going to hold water, right? But now he's viewing himself as something totally different. And that this negative thing that happened in his life actually cracked him open to let more light in. There's your story.
Very powerful images, you see. the images shift and the psyche shifts, or the psyche shifts and the images shift. That's great. And it wasn't just about one person. It was shared, right?
Yeah.
It infected another person.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're not healed alone, are we?
Exactly. And it's so amazing how you can take a situation where you expect life to be a certain way, and then life hands you something different. And you can take that and shift it into something even more amazing than you had ever dreamed of.
Yeah. Very good. Nice story. I like that.
Well, sometimes, heels to heaven. You needed something like that to happen for you to be able to look at things in a different way. You would have never, you would have just gone through life,
Yep.
in one path, one pattern.
Yep.
Right?
And there's also an element of humor in there, too, isn't there? The seeds of humor lie in tragedy, and the seeds of tragedy lie in humor, too. Like Plato said, the humor and the tragedy belong together. See, in the worst of times, you have to find a little bit of humor. You'll go nuts. Yeah. And, conversely, recognizing that not everything is happy and fun. There's going to be challenges that they coexist together. That's a nice part of the story, is that the humorous part, the laughter. Yeah. Right?
Have you guys heard of that guy that has no arms and no legs? He was recently here in Santa Barbara. So for Easter Sunday, he was at the Sunken Gardens, and I went with some friends to the service, and it was crazy because, at first, I was pretty excited just to see this man, right? Because, you think a man with no arms and no legs, like, I've never seen that before, right? But then as you're watching him speak, you honestly forget that he doesn't even have no arms and no legs, because he was such a powerful speaker, right? And the way he portrays himself, you didn't even notice he didn't have any arms and legs after a very short period of time. Right. And he's lived like that forever, Yeah, there's some wonderful YouTube video clips of him giving talks and stuff. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, it was pretty cool. In person, right there in the Sunken Gardens, right?
It's true.
It was pretty cool.
How did he, was he sitting at, what's
Well, no. So he can walk. He can get around. So they had him on a table, and he has one little foot, and he must have kind of stumps, because he can kind of go back and forth, and he walks back and forth along the table.
Because he did on Facebook, he had a video about never giving up, and he was laying down. He's got no arms and legs. How do you get up? And he says, and the bottom line was, don't ever quit. And I didn't show him getting up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he gets around. Okay. I guess he even swims. He can even swim. And he went from his chair and kind of just jumped onto the table, and then jumped back onto his chair. And he has a wife, and he has 2 kids, and it was pretty cool. Right. I was amazed.
I don't want to ever hear anybody complain about anything again.
Exactly. I know. Exactly.
Anybody ever complains? Okay, sit down
and
watch this.
It's too hot in here.
I know.
It
seriously,
is.
Right?
Can I have a glass of water?
Right. I'm serious, right? You want to take a little break? All right, let's take a little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. in the house. Everybody, woo! Jake Keiley. Woo!
How are you, Erica?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Okay.
It's awesome. Yeah. Here we go. Well, he's such a big guy. I put it up so high. I didn't know where we were going to be right now. See, I didn't do the chair correctly. So you had a great season this year, huh? Santa Barbara.
Yeah, it was a really good season. Some up and downs, but that's how sports are.
Yeah. So you did your job?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did my job most of the season. Other than that,
how fast are you throwing right now?
Last game I was sitting 87, 88, and I ramped it up to 90 when I wanted to. So that was nice.
Started?
No, I was in the relief, short relief.
I like that, though, right?
Yeah.
Do they play while?
Yeah, when we needed it, I was in the game.
Okay. No, they didn't do that, no?
Yeah.
You didn't like that. I would have been that. Yeah, no? Yeah. I don't know. Why are you sweating? You nervous?
No, I just had a little acupuncture. And
well,
a little
hot. It's hot in here.
It is
hot in here. Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, it was pretty different. I probably should have had a little something in my stomach, which could have helped.
Yeah.
But other than
it
that,
happens sometimes. It does.
Yeah. Other than that, it was just a different feeling. It was nice.
So I hear you're going to be pitching for the Foresters this summer.
Yeah, I'll be pitching for them for the beginning of the summer.
Nice.
In June, so that'll be fun.
Nice. Well, you don't have to go far.
Right down the hill.
Yeah, exactly. Going to be at the same location.
And people will be able to hear every pitch right here on AM 1290.
That's right. All day, baby.
Both on the road and at Pershing Park here at home.
That's it.
That's exciting.
Very exciting. So, any plans for next year?
I'm talking to some schools right now, Holy Names University and Cal City, Spain, and a few others. But other than that, I'm just playing some summer ball.
I like the order at which you, I like that selection.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I'm just saying.
Can I ask what you're interested in studying?
I'm really not knowing what I really want to do yet. Like, I enjoy communications. I like physical therapy, and I enjoy understanding that. But I'm not sure yet for school.
Holy Names has all three of those.
Yeah, that's really
you got plenty of time for all that.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Do you want to share with the listening audience how we met?
Yeah,
you want to take the slow version?
I was catching, and then you wanted me to. I don't know. It was just you started talking to me and started
when you were like 10th grade. Good.
Yeah, back in the day when I was younger, catching, and you stood out and shout out to my parents. And
I thought you should pitch. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah, then you wanted me to pitch because of my arm, because I threw people out of my knees.
But then you also hit the ball, and then I got confused. And then hit the ball extremely far. And
that was fun.
Yeah, and then there was this one particular when there was this when you were like a junior, and then there was all these scouts, and then there was all these college players at this one particular location down south someplace, and they had all these scouts and they had all these guns, and then they threw up all these juniors that didn't think that could even hang with all these college prospects, and then you go up there full boat, bases loaded, and they were all not thinking that you're going to fan at the third pitch, and then something happened. You want to say what happened?
Then I hit
okay, what happened though? Did you hear a sound, voice?
Oh yeah, you were screaming.
Somebody was screaming, and then
you were.
Okay, did somebody do anything? Like somebody was parked? Somebody? I'm just saying, not to set up. I'll close my eyes. I won't say anything.
So you were screaming out my name and wanting me to hit the ball.
Okay. And then did I point? I'm just saying.
Yeah, you pointed out to where you wanted me to hit, and I hit it out there.
And then what happened?
And then I got a triple.
Okay, no.
And it went off the wall and almost went over.
Okay, but you don't remember the other one when the ball hit my Range Rover?
Oh, that game.
That game. Okay, so go back, fast forward, because I have the ball. I'm just saying it enlarged in my. The car was 3 weeks old. I'm just saying.
I totally remember that now.
Okay.
Did you throw anything back at him?
No, I loved it.
Oh.
I kept that ball in
because you knew that was going to be a collector's one day. You're like, this is going to be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm going to hold on to this ball that blasted my Range Rover.
I mean, what was the chances, right? When you heard smash.
That's fate. That's fate.
I was so happy it hit my car. I was just like, yes! I was so excited. I knew it hit my car. What was the chances?
Passionate.
I was when you point, and I'm like, Jakey!
Like Babe Ruth, you're channeling the Babe.
Loud, boisterous, and you point. I'm the only one standing, right?
I'm the only one there.
No, it was packed, right? But I was the only one standing. I mean, I stuck my neck out, and he just totally delivered. He just crushed it. And it hit my car, and I didn't care what the price. I didn't care. It was the most instant friendship. It was like, you were not even my kid. And it was like, I'll be in Shady Lane rocking. And that
Good
was
memories.
just like, classic.
Godmother.
Thank you. No, really.
What's amazing to me is the batter can go up to the plate, and he can look out at the outfield, and he can point his bat like Babe Ruth did and say, I'm hitting it out that way. Right. But the pitcher, all he can do on the mound is he can stand it there at the mound and just point back to the plate. That's the only place he can throw the ball.
That's true.
Unless he points off to
the batter and point towards like third base or something.
Well, the other thing too is he could go a little high or a little low and just a bit outside.
Yeah, right.
Okay, for those of us who are ignorant of baseball, can you help me with one thing? Okay, I'm always seeing your coaches doing hand signals, and then I think the catcher is doing hand signals, and I suspect that you're also doing some sort of hand signals.
And that's just Tourette's.
What the heck is really going on there?
Well, those signs are being transmitted. There's like symbols on your like coach that he gives out. So then the catcher gives you numbers too for locations and pitches. So then the pitcher just throws it, or like the batter does a certain play, or the runner does as well.
So you're not ultimately the one that determines the pitch that you're throwing?
Sometimes, depending on the coach.
Gotcha. So do you ever have times where someone has told you to throw a curve, and when it slides out your fingers, it's something different?
Yeah, it happens, but that's just what happens sometimes. That's how you get better at learning how to throw a pitch correctly.
So what's the sign for order me a pizza when I get off the mound?
I'm not sure about that yet.
I'm hungry.
Nice. So what are you what's your, top three? I know you just want to go where they want you. That only makes sense. Right?
Right.
So, best of luck to you. I know you're going to do really well. There's just no doubt.
Exactly.
I've known since you were a little kid. Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Yeah.
Of course, I have my favorites like Holy Names. That's all I got to say right now. Let's take a break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. All right, in the house, we've got 3 Bishop Diego High School students, Pure Lau, Ted G, and Max Lee. Woo! All right, we've got Pure on the video. Look at that. He's got to swing around. There you go. Yeah, we got all 3 of them now. Here we go. I'm going to start off with Max Lee. How you doing, Max?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, football player.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got only a couple more weeks to go before you go back home. What part of China are you from?
I'm from Beijing, the capital.
Ooh,
yes,
Beijing, the capital.
It's a pretty big city, yeah.
This is serious. Now, you've been here since you were a freshman?
Yeah, I've been here. It's my second year here, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so typical day, Beijing. Run it down for us. If you stayed in China and you were going to high school in China, tell us what time do you get up? Because I can tell you, Pure will lay it out before us. First, as soon as he gets up at 6, he has to text me that he wants breakfast. We have a complete. He's in the military zone at our house. But how does it work when you're with us? When you're in China, how does it work?
I think you get up at for high school kids, it's like 6:30.
You get up at 6:30. Okay,
yeah,
then what happens?
I think, and then you go to school. Normally, you take yourself to school. You either walk.
You take yourself to school? Okay.
Or I take a bus or subway. Or
you hear that, Pure? You take a bus. You're in a Range Rover, and you sit in the back like I'm driving Miss Daisy. I'm just saying.
No picking on Pure.
Okay. I love Pure. He knows I love him.
Yeah, normally you take yourself to school, but
take yourself to school.
Some parents
I'm writing this.
do.
I'm taking notes. Take yourself to school.
Do take
How far do you have to walk?
Well, it depends on your school.
2.2 miles or less. I'm just asking.
I don't know. It depends. It really depends. It could be like an hour walk. It could be like
hour walk.
Yeah, it could happen. Yeah.
We'll still walk.
This is great. This is good intel.
Subway, buses, they have
this is great.
Right, or you ride your bikes.
Bicycles.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you get to school. What time does school start?
It depends on schools. I think 7:30.
7:30.
To just say, yeah.
Okay, so you see those things where you do the Tai Chi or Qigong or whatever like that. Do you do that, or is that just TV? That's not true.
It happens, yeah.
Oh, you do that. Yeah.
Older people.
No.
Do you have exercise before school or no?
No
exercise
people
before school.
Normally tired before school starts.
Oh,
okay.
That's awesome.
You eat breakfast before school?
Yeah.
Is there food at school?
Yeah, I think some schools they do provide foods, but you can buy them or not. It depends.
Do you have sports at school?
Yeah, after school, normally people play soccer or basketball in China, but not baseball, not football. It's not that common sports in China.
Nice.
Which sports are you playing at Bishop?
I play street sports. I play football, soccer, and volleyball.
Nice.
And then how long is the day at school?
It's pretty long. It's like from 7:30 could be to like 10 o'clock.
PM?
Yeah, PM.
Yeah. So do you have lunch and dinner at school?
Yeah, like lunch and dinner, and after dinner or lunch, you have a break, something like that.
And is it just Monday through Friday, or is it more days of the week?
It could be 6 days a week. Depends on schools, really.
Oh, yeah.
Max, do your parents or grandparents get to join you at school for some of your meals?
No, I don't think so, no.
Wow. So as your class, well, when Laura stayed with us, she's from Italy, their class stayed in one room and the teachers came in the classroom. Yeah. Do the students switch classrooms, or do they stay in one classroom and the teacher comes?
They stay in the same classroom and the teacher comes and goes. So it's quite different from here.
Yeah, maybe that's just an American thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe.
So you don't spend a whole lot of time at home then, huh?
Not really, no.
Just you sleep there and that's it, huh?
Yeah, we probably just sleep and have... Yeah, just.
So why did you come to the United States to go to school?
Because it sucks. I don't want that kind of life. That's why I came here. Right?
That's awesome.
Hey, you're being honest. That's great. That's awesome.
So what are you enjoying about Santa Barbara?
Probably the people. People are nice, just like you guys, and the weather, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I want to give you a chance to give a shout out to your parents and your grandparents in Mandarin.
All right. In Mandarin?
Yes.
We don't usually encourage that because we are all English, you know. I'm just saying. I'm going to break protocol. I'm just for the radio.
Okay. Okay. 爸妈马上就要回国了，然后他们让我说什么我也不知道说什么，就随便说一下吧。Thank you.
And tell them that this is Teen Sports Radio, and you can find us on www.teensportsradio.com.
Okay. 这是一个小孩的一个运动一个广播站，你们就可以上网查一下这个，然后呢就这样。
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Would you like to live here permanently?
Not really. No. It's kind of small towns. Yeah.
I'm talking about United States.
Oh, in the States?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But you must get homesick. What do you get homesick for?
Probably like food. Yeah. Or parents, friends. Yeah.
So introduce your classmates.
Okay. So this is Ted, and that's Pure.
Hi, I'm Ted.
Where's the love? Where's the love?
Hi, I'm Ted from Bishop Diego, and I'm a sophomore now.
Yeah. Nice.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from China, and is north part. And like my hometown is pretty close to Max. Like it's just half an hour for like by train. Yeah.
What's the name?
Is in Hebei province, and it's called Shijiazhuang.
Shijiazhuang.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. So you enjoying your time in Santa Barbara?
Yeah. I like Santa Barbara.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the biggest difference for you being in the United States versus back home?
Big difference, I think, like when I'm in China, my mom's helps me a lot. My parents, my grandparents, and I can meet them like every week, every day. But like in United States, I can only like maybe like 1 month or one times or
You're more independent, more on your own. It sounds like on your own. No, not as much help.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's sitting next to you?
And the person sitting next to me is Pure.
Speak up, young man.
Hi, guys.
Speak up.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
你好吗?
I'm good.
Good.
你好吗? 非常好. I'm very good.
Okay.
Super.
Wonderful. And so where are you from?
I'm from Guangzhou. Actually, there's I think in my will and in lots of people's will, it's one of the best city in China, and it's from maybe south part of China. And actually, in my hometown, my part of region, a lot of people think any cities is in the north part, even a little bit north. They are all from the north of China, and we are the only south region in China. Yeah.
So the South taking it to the top.
Yeah.
And how long have you been here now?
I've been here for 2 years, almost 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And so far, how do you feel?
I feel good.
Feel good.
It's a huge difference between
difference,
here and there.
Yeah. You've grown up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can tell.
How have you changed?
Better English.
Better English?
Yeah,
but if you went back home and people, you're different. How are you different?
Fatter.
Okay.
I know. Pure, you smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different culture here, right? Different culture.
Yeah, different culture. Yeah.
So my question is for you guys: how and why did you decide to come to America for high school? Like, was it your family that influenced you to do it? Was it just you that really wanted to do it? That's my question.
That's the main question. A lot of parents in China, they want their kids to be a successful person. They want them to study well, and then they think American or other countries, they have more higher level technologies and educations. So they want us to come here and get higher educations, because in China the schools are huge pressures, and here is easier, and teachers are nicer, and they want us to come here.
I see.
That makes sense. You could have went to Canada or Australia or Europe, New Zealand, many places, but you chose here.
Yeah.
How or why?
My parents want me to come here, and then I remember there was 2 years ago I came here for summer camp, and then my friends take me to a restaurant, and I taste a burger there. It's pretty good, and then my mind tell me, just come here, you can try it.
You were called. You were called.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah. And then after 2 years, I was like, no burgers anymore.
No more burgers. You've had your fill of burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
I got a question. Yeah. You guys got any friends that play basketball that are like maybe 6'6", 6'7"?
Tall friends? Any tall friends?
Because we got scholarships available at Laguna Blanca. I got 5 kids from China, and they're all about the same size as you guys, and never played basketball before, but they want to learn. But I want to get some guys 6'6", 6'7".
Somebody like Yao Ming, maybe?
Yeah, Bishop. We have a basketball program at Bishop, too. Okay.
Well, I'm not talking about Bishop. I'm talking about Laguna Blanca.
We are talking about Bishop.
Okay, another question. You guys live with Erica, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I live with her.
Do you guys live with her?
I do.
Oh, you really? Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Does she treat you pretty nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's got a rocket. He's right here. That's it. All right, we're going to take a little break right now. He knows. That's right. Really good answer. All right, this is Erica Salda. We're going to take a really fast little break right now. And if you just joined us, you're late, okay? We'll take a little break. This is Erica Salda. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. All right, guys, anybody have any more questions for these boys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pure, give a shout-out to your parents and your grandparents.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Shout-outs. Go on.
I just talked to my grandparents yesterday, actually. And then I might, see if I'm good for them.
So I noticed you guys were filming a little bit. Do you have your own YouTube channel?
No.
Do you?
This is for Erica.
Oh, it's for Erica.
Yeah.
Does she have her own YouTube channel?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't know. Teen Sports Radio.
Yes.
Oh, Teen Sports Radio?
Yep.
Because
Okay.
she usually puts it on Facebook.
Yeah, on the Facebook.
Yeah.
I was just thinking maybe you take the videos and you get to show all your friends and family back home your life in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Do
right.
you do that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Ah, okay. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
What do they say? What do they comment?
Like, you're doing pretty good in America, like
You're
that.
doing pretty good.
Yeah.
They jealous? They want to come here? Or they say, come back home?
Yeah. Probably. Like sometimes my mom
Sometimes.
said that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck in school and have fun and enjoy everything, okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Dominique.
Hey, if there's one thing that you would want to tell a friend at home of why they should come, what would you tell them? Like one word about Santa Barbara.
Give me 3 seconds.
Okay.
Environment.
Ooh, I like that. Max, you got a word?
Yeah, ladies.
Ladies.
Oh. Tell the truth. Hottest girls in town.
Okay, right. Ted, one word.
For me, weather.
Weather.
Environment, ladies, and weather.
What is the weather like where you guys are from right now? Is it that much different from Santa Barbara?
Yeah, I think so. Like, for my hometown, there are many, like, smog.
So, smog, because it's a bigger city, right? More like L.A.? Have you been to L.A. yet?
Yeah, I've been to L.A.
Yeah. More like that?
Yeah, like every time I went back to China, and the first day, like, I haven't eaten any spicy food or some bad things, but like I got sick or catch a cold every time. Yeah, because of the weather, I think.
Yeah, dirty air.
Yeah.
Wow. Brian Falk, Dominique Hackett, Sal Rodriguez, May Chandler. Guess what?
What?
It's time to go. Dr. D, we love you. God bless.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.